my mind a lot. Don't need no time watch. I don't know how I got you in my pocket spot. Yeah, that's babe, miss you every day. You like my oxygen. Make it seem like the barging down. Got my heart no barging in. From the bed to the floor to the couch. Might wake the neighbors up. Break you in and break you out. In the end, we're gonna make it.
Welcome back, everybody, to All Time High. I am here with Deanna. We've got some bright colors on today.
Yeah,
I mean,
my
pink. Yeah.
happy people.
Looks like a little Easter egg action. I mean, what are Easter eggs in crypto? Doesn't that represent something?
It does. It's like little hidden treats. Like when you go through like puzzles and you go through and you find little hidden Easter eggs and things.
So this is going to be our Easter egg edition. I've got 2 Easter eggs for us today.
I like what you did there.
You ready to go? This is,
I like that.
Going down the rabbit hole. Maybe that's where Easter eggs come from. And one of them is on the Clarity Act, right? And the second one happens to be more on this max pain theory that is driving a lot of retail activity and a lot of pain through retail. I have some remedies, some possible outcomes that can help improve that. So
yeah, you're a problem solver. I love it.
Yeah. If we're wasting time or we're wasting money, like, what are we doing? This is not a business. It's not a hobby, right? If you're wasting time and you're wasting money, then it is a hobby. So let's be clear about that.
That's true.
That's why I have all these collectibles behind me. That's my hobby, right?
Which I love.
These things. All right. So let's talk a little bit about the Clarity Act. As we recall from our last episode, which one got passed, right? The Genius Act?
The Genius Act.
Okay.
Right?
So that one's through, that one's in law. That makes everything come together. So this Clarity Act is really going to break out jurisdiction. That's one of the key provisions of it.
Okay.
It's going to define a lot of stuff. And it's going to create exemptions and safe harbors.
Interesting.
And what I found out for our listeners, and I want you to imagine, Deanna, if you will, that we're going to go into business together. We're going to create our own coin. Now, you were around for the ICOs. I wasn't.
I was. Yeah.
Tell me about ICO land while I pull up this little bit of information.
Yeah.
What was the 2016, 2017 like?
It was so for those of you who weren't in crypto yet, what had happened was you had Bitcoin, which is its own, and just be clear, when we're talking about all these different coins, they all have a little bit of different technology and or a different use case, or they're built on technology. So we'll get into that more in a second. So you have Bitcoin, which is its own animal. It was the first protocol of cryptocurrency. The second one was Ethereum. Right. So then Ethereum came out, and Ethereum was interesting because it was a twofer. It was its own coin, which had utility, but then you could buy it. So it was speculative, and people were taking that technology and building their own coins. So I could take Ethereum and I could make, let's say, 1 million Ripple, and then I could turn around and XRP.
Thank you.
I can make 1 million.
I thought
XRP.
you did that on purpose, but I was going to let it ride because I'm like, okay,
I saw like your face. As soon as I said it, I was like,
yeah.
Okay, that was wrong.
All right. Yeah.
So XRP, I make 1 million XRP on Ethereum. I make these coins. Then what people were doing is they were selling those coins and using that money to build a technology. So essentially it was like shares. They were using it like shares of a company. And that's why they called it the ICO boom. It was called an initial coin offering. And the option was, we have this idea for amazing technology that we're going to do, buy our coins to help fund this program so that we can get the project off. A lot of people never did. A lot of the money just went wherever.
Yeah, it's like an IPO, ICO. It sounded familiar, had the same kind of concept, and people got into it, put the money at risk. And a couple of them, like Ethereum, came through. Many of them did not.
Did not. But just so we're clear, a lot of them were built on Ethereum. So they were using Ethereum to make these coins to sell. I mean, even now a good chunk of the coins are on Ethereum. I mean, you have like Solana and these other chains that come
coins.
out.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep. And so essentially it's all little minute changes in the technology. We want to do this different.
There's lots of coins now going on. And this, Solana is a layer 1 network.
Yep.
Cardano is a layer 1 network. There's plenty of them out there. A lot of them are top 10 coins. Some of them are top 20, 25 coins. I'm thinking of Stellar.
Yep.
I'm thinking of Algorand.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of HBAR, right? Hedera Hashgraph. And it's weird because they all have like ADA is also Cardano, which why Stellar is XLM. I mean, it's like the call letters of a stock symbol, trying to figure out which of the ones are this, that, and the other. But we're going to get into this. Okay, back to the idea. So if you're going to create a coin, do you have a name for the coin, Deanna? You're about to go out and raise capital.
Can we go D-coin?
What's that?
D-coin?
D-coin. All right, you got the D-coin. We're going to do that. So what you have to do, right? You have to qualify your digital asset. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, you can really find a safe harbor. This is in the law, and it's 258 pages of craziness. So I didn't read all of it. I read much of it, but what I'm giving you is condensed to an important takeaway. Okay. And so if you're listening and you're thinking about, maybe I want to do my own coin, maybe I want to do my own capital raise. And it was such a bad thing in 2016 and 2017 that people really shied away from it. And in the most recent round with Gary Gensler, people really shied away from it. Yeah. But now this group is trying to bring it. I think it's Atkins is the SEC commissioner now, trying to bring it back. So here's how the safe harbor applies. Okay. If you're on track to become a digital commodity, which is a decentralized token like Bitcoin or Ethereum, and I'm even going to add XRP into the mix, you'd be overseen by the CFTC instead of the SEC.
Oh.
And all you have to do, whatever your plans are, you ready for this? In the current context of the bill, which has been passed by the House of Reps, which is sitting with the Senate for them to vote. Okay. You just have to have plans within the first 4 years of your sale for it to be decentralized.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
So here's what's also interesting.
Coin. Let's go do it.
I mean, why not, right?
Yes.
You can't be a foreign entity. Are you a foreign entity? No. You can't be an investment company. No. Have you been disqualified before based on other SEC violations?
No.
I'm listening, just making sure. Didn't know.
Yeah, no, I'm a good girl-ish.
And so all you have to do, you don't have to register. You just provide an offering statement, which includes financial info, a business plan, plans for use of the proceeds, and basically a development plan into decentralization. It isn't that you are at the beginning, it's that you will ultimately become so.
Man, do you have any idea how much that will explode the industry? I mean, because right now, if I wanted to do an initial coin offering, I still have to file my series. I still have to go file with the SEC. I have to file. So we'll just backtrack for a second. The current standing, is most coins fall under SEC. The CFTC and the SEC have been kind of fighting each other. CFTC,
turf war.
It's been all over the place, right? Yeah. But most fall under the SEC. From my understanding, there's only 2 coins that are actually a commodity, and that's Bitcoin and Ethereum. I don't know that the government has come out and publicly said any other ones are, although they may be, and I just haven't heard about it. So now they've taken all those other coins and put them into SEC. And why? They're saying if you're raising money, it becomes a security. If you have deployed your token
Ethereum
into a utility.
Yeah.
Well, but I know, but the weird thing is because you have to use Ethereum in the Ethereum network, it's also a utility token.
Fair enough. I'm not going to argue with you about that. Yes.
No. They got in trouble. They went, listen, it was a thing. It was a thing.
Yeah. Understood.
I didn't make the rules. I'm just telling you how.
Oh, yeah. I'm not arguing either. I just want to get to the real. I haven't even got to the real piece of the.
I'm sorry. Let me just shut up then. I was trying to give everybody some back.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let's hear what you got.
Run.
No. I'm just saying, like up until now, everybody's had to be a security, and then you have to file. You have to go through traditional realms in order to release a coin, unless it's specifically utility. If you're going to sell it on the market or raise capital in any way, so you raise capital, you're security.
Yeah, and this endeavors to change all of that.
Yeah,
and so they're going to stick to. You ready for this? They're going to limit your fundraising. Okay. You can only get out there with 75 million per each 12-month period.
Man, I can't believe they cap us like that.
Are you kidding me? So you know what I did?
How many companies do 75 million in their first year? Just out of curiosity, right?
Not too many. So here's what I did. You're going to love this. You walk right into it.
Let's see it. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of thinking about doing a coin now. Like this regulatory uncertainty is one reason why a lot of people haven't done it.
Yeah. So what I want to show you, right? I think, let's hope this is the right spot. I wanted to see which coins were at 75 million, right? So market cap is the key here, right? That's the amount of capital that one could raise. So as you go down through, this is the top, what is that? 100 coins. So I'm going to get into about page 4. That's page 3. So I need to go back down to the bottom again. We're still at 89 million if you're keeping score at home. So now I'm in the top 400 and I'm looking for that 75 million break. Here we go. 77, 76.
75. But remember that caveat was also a year. So we don't have a time frame in any of these. So we're just going with, so some of these could be 5 years, like Terra's been around for a minute.
Fair enough. I'm just trying to get a neighborhood valuation.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
And I landed on dogs. I thought, okay, dogs, 73 million. And one of Deanna's rules of thumb about any coin, if you can't find the person, what?
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do it. So I started digging around and I'm like, okay, I want to find out about these dogs.
I thought you were going to be like, who let the dogs out? Sorry.
So dogs, thankfully, does have a community. They do have, as you can see here, a Telegram native meme coin community. So this is a meme coin. And for the listeners out there, Deanna, who might be new to crypto, what is a meme coin?
Oh, a meme coin is more or less just like it's like a fun, it's like Bored Apes Yacht Club. And, they're just fun. It's considered like a trading card, like a baseball trading card. You're buying it for entertainment value and it may or may not go up in value.
Well, it has no utility. Let's be clear about that.
It has no utility.
So which means no business purpose. So that means Jim's rule of thumb is I'm out.
Yeah.
Right? Because Deanna's like, there got to be people. Jim's is, where's the utility? Okay.
Yes.
That's why we're a dangerous dynamic duo.
That's right.
Like Batman and Robin.
That's right.
I go back to my dogs. Who let the dogs out? Oof. I wanted to see if I could find the people. I knew it was meme coin. I knew they're on Telegram. I was not optimistic. So here's what I was able to dig into. They've got some cool like imagery and stuff. You can wear it. You can buy merch. You can spend it on different places. So maybe there is a little bit of utility if you can spend it on Amazon. I don't know how it works. This is brand new to me. They got sticker packs. It's like a fun time. It's a good time. Who we dog. That's how maybe I thought I could find who the people are. But it's really about a favorite Telegram meme coin, a lot of app users. Somehow they got a Guinness Book of World Records. I'm scared to click there, but I'm going to see what it's about.
I'm in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Well, are you really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, I was in the world's largest group of people with mustaches.
What the heck? Yeah. I don't know what I don't know.
Don't
now.
ask.
Is
Is
there something you want to reveal here today?
Don't ask. No, it was at the Denver Broncos stadium. It was like a Patriots game.
Yeah.
And we had gone to the game and everybody got an orange mustache and then they took our picture and they're like Guinness Book of World Records, the most mustaches ever it's in there.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Now,
fun fact.
Now that what you didn't know, you now know.
Yeah. Okay. How did the dogs get in there?
The dogs?
Yeah, did the dogs get in the Guinness Book of World Records? Is that?
I don't know. The link kind of scared me a little bit, and I stayed for a second, and it started to flash red. And I was like, I don't know about this. I don't know.
Take note of that, you guys, too. If you're on a weird, when I first discovered cryptocurrency, I'm sure I told you the story before. It always cracks me up. When I first discovered crypto, I got a virus on my computer where Asian porn would pop up randomly. And so I'd be like in the middle of a call and all of a sudden this Asian girl would come up and be like, you want a date? And I was like, oh, thanks, crypto. So when you guys are on those sites, don't necessarily click everything. They're not all good buttons.
Yeah. And I tell you what, there's an airdrop right now for the Night token, which leans heavily. It's Cardano's trying to do multi-layer stuff. And I am being very cognizant and very careful about locking and loading. That is a place where scammers are at right now.
For sure.
So even as capable as I am being careful because if you're new to the space, be aware of scammers. Like that's why I jumped out of that side. I did not want Asian porn
No.
or my crypto coins.
Yeah, we didn't want to let the dogs out.
No, we ain't letting the dogs out on this show, not this episode. So in all fairness to the dogs, I also found another coin around this level. I mean, if I'm talking about dogs, what else do I need to talk about? You tell me.
So we're essentially saying that these are now under this act, these would become legal projects, whereas before they may have been like a little mucky. Is that where we're going with it? To say, or
under the SEC's guidance, they would be securities, and they have not filed the proper paperwork to be able to collect dollars.
Yeah,
because they'd be under, in theory, 75 million. These types of coins are now eligible to submit a plan to become decentralized within 4 years and can continue to collect $75 million per year.
Well, I mean, does that go for all? Because I feel like, again, this is more of like a trading card thing and not necessarily a currency, because I'm trying to think, like, NFTs are a different ballgame, right? It's not the same as like a normal. And I think a good chunk of meme coins are NFTs, even though the tech, it can be used as a fungible or non-fungible
Two different
token.
things, right? I'm focused on specifically like coin issuance.
Okay.
And so NFTs are the different unique, like these are fungible tokens. The NFTs are non-fungible tokens, meaning they have been assigned a particular location on a blockchain like Solana, where you can get your Bored Ape Yacht Club that is individually, uniquely, identifiably yours.
Yes.
This is where I'm going to show you one other, since we're here living in dogs. Let's take a look at cats. This is Simon's cat token. The price today is like, what is that? A nickel, I think? Or is that to the zero power? I can't tell. It's probably to the power.
No, it's like 0.00005,
right? But as we look at Simon's cat, I wanted to take a look at some cats. Its market cap is 3.75 trillion. And it is basically another meme coin. Here, we'll take a look at its landing page. Simon's cat price today. Let's go look at his cat token. You know, it's got some cute little things. It's got a X account. Stay tuned so you don't miss out on what Simon's cat is cooking. I mean, this is what's going to get submitted to the SEC. And then they're going to be able to collect probably $3 to $5 million a year because it's got an animal in it. I'm just projecting, forecasting. I don't know the viability of the coin, but I mean, the room on it is 75 million. And look, there's the tokenomics. They have enough for this to qualify with the SEC. Holy moly, right? And the definition of decentralization in this particular bill says that you have to be less than 20%. No one entity, person, whatnot can control more than 20%.
Oh, interesting.
So you can start at 80, 90, 100%, and you may not make it. Why? Because you go bankrupt because you don't have a plan because you're a meme coin.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, it's going to take some reworking. I mean, you're essentially going to have to go back and look at the whole ecosystem. Token economics is a phenomenal thing to study. I love token economics and gamification. Those are two things that are very fascinating to not only read, but to implement into different things.
Yeah.
You know, and the more you can gamify anything, the more you can attract people to it. So I think it's just going to take a rework of a lot of these projects. And I don't,
no, I'm going to issue a coin. I've already decided there's a coin in my future.
Are you going to do a gym coin?
Yeah. I don't know if, I mean, I'm not that ego. I'm here for the ecosystem, not for me.
Not for you.
It'd probably be some kind of animal, I think. Not a dog or a cat necessarily, possibly. But
I would say we could call it ATH.
Yeah. You know, I've already issued a coin way back in the day.
You did?
Yeah. 10,000 units on XRP. I called it TexRP. I'm not even kidding.
That's funny.
I can look it up one day if you want to, but
I love
we're not going to do that today.
I've worked for coins. I've never issued a coin. There's a lot of nuances that go in.
Okay.
So good for you.
Well, I wanted to see if I could, and I could. It's doable, right?
Where'd they go?
And you could. What's that?
Where'd they go?
They're out there.
You sold them all?
No.
Oh, we should sell them.
Okay, we'll talk about that on a future episode. Maybe we'll get 74 million.
Yeah, you can get some TexRP, baby.
$1,000. All right. So now we're moving on, and this is going to push my next call way back. If I miss it, so what? I'm here for the listeners, right? Whatever happens, happens. Can you hang on for a few more minutes? Because I've got a lot of alpha in this next little rabbit hole.
Okay. I'll be quiet then. Go for it.
No, don't be quiet. I want to hear your thoughts. I mean, that's what you're here for. You're like here to poke holes and stuff and make sure we're doing this all the right way.
Anyways.
Yeah, I know. You just said it. Okay. So in a previous episode, we were talking about liquidation levels. So I want to bring that back up and share it because you were all excited about the chart. And why wouldn't you be?
I love charts. I'm a numbers girl. That's why I love Bitcoin.
So the cool thing about this, I bet. Let me get this set up properly. Yeah. It's got liquidation levels. And this is a live chart. 30,000 people are tuned into this right now watching the little ticker tick. And remember how we talked about orange being the liquidation levels that were key? See how it moved right there?
Yep.
So and I can see that over here on Hype and BNB, I know nothing about Hype, to be very, very clear. Like they both spiked down at the same time. Like these are coordinated efforts by the market. The same thing with Sol. Boom, right? Even ETH came down just a bit here. They said, we're going to take a little bit of ETH. We're going to take some Hype. We're going to take BNB.
Sui did too.
Where's Sui? Yeah, exactly. Right. Like this is not coincidental. BTC was untouched, unscathed.
Sure.
So I was like, I think this is really good, but we got to go one step further. I got to find something that can help our listeners dissect that because it's not intuitive what we're looking at. Okay.
Yeah.
So I hate that this is going to feel a little bit like Algebra 2, but if you're in crypto, I hope you did really well in Algebra 2 because there's a lot of dollars here. You mentioned it earlier. It's alleged that they're going to sign today an ability for pensions, 401ks, IRAs, which would be tax-free for crypto to be invested in through those vehicles.
Can
you imagine that?
That wasn't a thing before? I felt like that was a thing, no?
No, today, August 7th, normally I don't name dates during episodes, but it was supposedly an executive order on Trump's desk, which I've been looking for utility. If utility for crypto is an investment vehicle and people are able to have pensions, IRAs, and tax-free 401ks for the investable assets, do you realize how much more money? So let's say we're at 3.7 trillion right now. I mean, we'll go to 5 or 6 trillion incredibly
easy
in the next year, without a doubt. So if he signs that EO, watch out. I mean,
yeah. And I just want to say, all the rich people, all the big people have bought Bitcoin already. Well, I'm just saying, like the Black Rocks and they're all in the game. So it's to their advantage to get us all into the game because it just boasts profits for them.
For sure. So check out this chart that I found. It's on CoinGlass. It basically shows the max pain theory in real time. And remember, this is all about options. People that are leveraged, and this is why they say in crypto, don't do leverage because you'll get wrecked.
Oh, yeah.
And it's because things like this are being tracked by Binance. Remember, Binance, tell him, Deanna, what did he do to FTX?
He tanked him.
He crushed him.
Bye.
He saw he asked Sam if he could see the books because he would like to buy him because Sam knew he was in a little bit of trouble. CZ looked at the books and then he blew them up.
Yeah.
I mean, study the history.
I mean, there was a little more. It was a little more. Like he started he found out that that SBF was back talking him to politicians. So then don't forget, he was also a huge holder in FTX. So once he realized somebody had leaked something that they weren't liquid, and once he caught on to that, then it just spiraled out of control.
Yeah. And basically ended up, I mean, is Sam in for life for 25 years or something like It's 25 years.
25 years.
Yeah, he should have gotten life, but whatever.
Story.
It's a different
to me, 25 years probably feels like life to him because of his bougie padded lifestyle. And now he's in like a prison in New York.
All right. So if you want a bougie padded lifestyle without
hanging out with P. Diddy.
I'm in a prison in New York, hanging out with P. Diddy, is that what you just said?
Yeah. Yes. Hopefully he doesn't end up at a Diddy party in jail.
Yeah, this is not the path. That is not the path we want to go down. First part, the second part now. Here's the deal. So as you look at short max pain, and I chose a 48-hour window.
Yep.
You look at, it tells you I'm more down this long max pain. Okay. Because it shows that if BTC, which is at 117 now, right, goes down to 113,986, so we'll call it 114, it will liquidate $71 million of call options. That's a lot of money for exchanges. And what I note over time, what I've come to see and recognize is that when the numbers get out of kilter and the long max pain means people are too optimistic. So they get the news, they don't understand the dynamic of the exchanges, and they go, I'm going to buy a call option on Bitcoin because as soon as that bill goes into law, it's going to shoot up like a rocket, and then I'm going to sell it real quick and make a ton of money. So they're overly optimistic. And why do I say they're overly optimistic? Because the short max pain is only $42 million. So the bigger the spread between the long max and the short max becomes, the greater likelihood that we're either overly optimistic or overly pessimistic with our option buying.
Interesting.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. And I mean, yes. For whatever reason, I just went back to the banks trying to price the IPO for Circle at $31 and thinking how much people just mismanaged this market altogether or underestimated it, I guess. I think that gap's
and I think, and here's the thing, as a society, we have a tendency to like want to go in as cattle. Like it's really complex and you don't want to think about it. And so I know you think about it and I zoom in and zoom out. So as I zoom in here, I'm just pointing a couple things out to you. These are the top coins. And when you look, I want you to look at ETH and Sol and XRP. Now, right now, I am telling you verifiable fact, not made up, not conjecture. Binance does not hold any ETH or any Sol on their books. This was their latest attestation, however you say that word. I'm not very good with that word. You know what I'm talking about? Where they use an auditor to show their current holdings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's none. And so as you look at the spread between ETH, and let's just look at it what it is. It's pretty equitable right now. It's 67 call options, 57 put options. So there's not as much money available in there. I wouldn't be shocked to see in the next 48 hours a nice little spike up to 114 and a little drop down to 111, basically where it is today. Why? Because they'll take out the call options, make 71 million, and then wash out the put options and make 42 more million. Notwithstanding the actual dollar amount of the options that get liquidated, they also make money on the transaction fees. And it's not regulated. So you tell me, Deanna, as a exchange, what would you do?
I would make a ton of money. I would do exactly what they're doing. I would not do anything FTX did, but I would do what all of the other ones are doing.
I would do, and Coinbase is actively participating. Binance is actively participating. I hope legislators see this episode or a portion thereof and recognize that this is what really needs jurisdiction, not whether or not I can issue a coin at under $75 million. That's nice. That's great. But this is just like this is 2 days worth of business. And retail gets crushed. So let's look at another place. Sol at 172 and 162. They're going to leave this alone because there's not enough money there. What happens when the market gets overly optimistic, meaning the long max pain goes up and is considerably higher than the short max pain, which probably happened, was it last Saturday, 2 Saturdays ago? Those crushing 30% drops, those are orchestrated by the exchanges.
Of course.
And right now, as I look at this, it tells you the actual price of the particular item. XRP is going to float along at this level for quite some time because, first off, there's really not that much money at risk. These are not gamblers in XRP. And the range is only 5 cents. And the difference between the two is like $1.5 million. This is exactly why Bitcoin is such a volatile asset. The gamblers go to Bitcoin. This is why. And we're going to close out this episode. It's gone a little bit long, but I hope we're adding some alpha to you. ETH is being talked about by a lot of people. Have you heard it lately, Deanna?
I have actually. Right. We had just talked about it. And then as soon as we talked about it, it popped up and was like, everybody's looking at ETH. And I was like, oh.
So have you heard of Tom Lee? He's like an investment guru. For the longest time, he's been saying Bitcoin's going to go to these incredible numbers, not unlike Cathie Wood. And so
I believe it.
So I'm going to share with you a video from, guess which station he's on. If it's not one, it's the other. He wasn't on Bloomberg. So what do you think he was on?
MS?
No, not MS. No, it's not that bad. It's which it's not that good either, but it's CNBC.
I was going to say CNBC next.
Yeah. So here he is.
They're very interchangeable to me, by the way.
I won't argue that. I get where you're coming from. They have NBC on the end, and therein lies the trouble. It is like a coordinated effort between the different media outlets. So this is him talking about 2025 targets in the middle of the interview, and the headline from CNBC, like, I think this effort is coordinated. Part of the process before the exchanges wash things out, we got to get the media to pump the people up. So Ethereum's in this neutral spot. So they're going to pump Ethereum up. And he's saying it's having a Bitcoin 2017 moment. So you tell me, as 2017 Bitcoin enthusiast, what happened to Bitcoin in 2017?
It went to 20,000. In December, it went to 15,000. And then I think it hit 20 by the end of 2017.
But coming from where? From what level?
3,000.
So
3,000.
Here's Ethereum at 3,000. So OGs like you know that he's basically saying.
Oh, no, wait. Are we talking Ethereum or Bitcoin?
Bitcoin.
Okay. I was talking about Bitcoin, right?
Yes.
It went from 3,000 to 20,000 in 2017.
So he's saying, you see the headline down there, that Ethereum's going to go from 3,000 to 20,000. Listen to his book of business as he talks about it.
Ethereum's having its Bitcoin 2017 moment again. And to give perspective, in 2017, Bitcoin was under 1,000. But that was the year when Wall Street discovered that the narrative of Bitcoin is digital gold. And Bitcoin has gone to 120,000 now. So 120 times increase. In 2025, a couple things are happening around Ethereum. The first is the Genius Act is now making stable coins kind of green lighted, which is the ChatGPT moment for crypto, but it needs a smart contract. So it doesn't work on Bitcoin. The second is the SEC is pushing forward with Project Crypto, which is actually asking Wall Street to move the entire financial system onto the blockchain. Ethereum is the preferred choice for Wall Street because it's had zero downtime since inception, matching what the banks want, 100%.
Wait, what? Ethereum is the preferred coin of Wall Street? Come on, man. That ain't right. Sorry,
Ripple.
It's also the most legally compliant and secure blockchain because it's recognizing.
What? Most legally compliant and secure? Are you throwing up in your mouth a little bit, Deanna?
No, because it's a commodity. That's what I'm telling you. It's like Ethereum and Bitcoin were the two that got separated from all the other coins. But because Hinman gave a speech, I don't think he was necessarily accurate. I don't necessarily think it's true, but it is the conventional wisdom. So I'll give you that. But the interesting thing, here's the thing that I don't know if this ever got rectified. I haven't dug into it in a minute. A big problem in 2017 was the gas fees on Ethereum. So if you're talking about, like, at one point it was like you have to pay $200 in order to mint like a $20 thing. It was
I was going to buy a $2,500 NFT until I found out it was $300 in gas fees. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, Gary V, you can take your thing and do your thing, but I'm not.
Yeah. So if they haven't rectified
a purple panda that much, or passionate panda, or whatever it was.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how that works on the financial systems. If all of Wall Street goes to Ethereum, wow.
They're not. There's going to be, if not 20 winners, there'll be 4 or 5. Ethereum will be one of them. So don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrecked. But the point of this, let's listen a little bit more. Yeah, he is talking his book, though.
In the US, and it's the second largest blockchain. And the third is almost all of it is taking place on Ethereum. JP Morgan's building their stablecoin on Ethereum. Robinhood is tokenizing on Ethereum. The custody banks are doing it on Ethereum. So
I think he's having a tough time lying there. Like he knows, but he knows different, but he's got to talk the book, and his micro expressions are a little more strenuous in this communication.
Really where Wall Street meets, but that's also where AI is meeting crypto, because as you know, as we tokenize and move towards robots, you need a token economy to control them, which is...
Oh my God, AI, token economy, oh my Lord.
These are all my buzzwords. This is
buzzword bingo. Oh my Lord.
Taking place on Ethereum.
And which is why you're now the chair of BitMine, which is looking to build out this treasury of Ethereum, not so differently than we've seen Michael Saylor do with Bitcoin at Strategy.
Yes.
So now he does have a ticker symbol, and he is doing the Michael Saylor thing. He is married to Ethereum now.
That's right. So I think that MicroStrategy has written the playbook for what a Bitcoin treasury is. And now he's so big, he has a sovereign put, right? He has 600,000 Bitcoin. Any nation that wants to get 1 million Bitcoin probably thinks it's cheaper to buy MicroStrategy. The Ethereum treasury model, which is we're trying to be the MicroStrategy of Ethereum, works similarly, but we're at the earliest stages, because if this is the 2017 moment for Ethereum at 3,700, it could make a move to 30,000 or more.
Okay, I just have had enough. I can't take it Tiana, anymore. And this comes from August 6th, right? Yesterday. This is not.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, if there's any validity to that, holy cow, the opportunity. Like if JP Morgan's really building stablecoin on Ethereum, if Wall Street's even considered it, like if half of what he even said is true, I would at least expect
All
it to
right.
double or triple. I don't know if you're talking like 100,000, 30, like maybe 10x, maybe, but double, triple, very, very possible.
Watch this. So then we go to this guy. Go ahead
They
and
were
say
they were pro Solana before.
Oh no, watch
Buy the
this.
dips. Oh yeah, so buy the dips.
He did it in February. He's done it again August 2nd. Okay, so what are they doing? What are retail investors going to hear this guy talk his book?
Yeah.
They're going to hear Eric say his thing. What's going to happen there?
Yeah, it's going to shoot up, right? That was like
Yep.
my favorite was when that happened earlier in the year and they were like, buy. And then it like shot up and they're like, that's insider trading. I'm like, it's not insider trading if you're telling everybody.
That's
like,
not insider trading. I will 100%.
Yeah, but I love it. Like give power to the people. You guys, I'm not telling you to go out there and buy anything. I'm telling you to do your own research, but I'm also telling you you're sitting on moments of opportunity right now that have been here for the last 17 years that maybe you've missed out on, but now you're educated. Now you know you have the insights. Do your research and get in the game.
So what's going to happen? Because right now the spread on Ethereum over a 48-hour window, 2 days, this book is going to start getting talked. You're going to hear Mike Novogratz. You're going to hear Raoul Powell, however you say his name. If you know who he is, you know who he is.
I know you're talking
And all the other VCs, if David Sachs were not the crypto czar, you'd probably hear it from him. You might actually hear it on the All In podcast. You're going to hear, and this is when you know you're reaching a top of the media. When Jim Cramer, because there's the inverse Cramer, he's going to talk about it on one of his shows that he would have and buy all the Ethereum in the world. And what'll happen, all the people will come pouring in and the call option will get out of whack and it'll go up. And then once the call option and the max pain comes into play, they're going to wash out on the high and wash out on the low because the exchange is here in this 48-hour window. If you look at it, it isn't the difference between the two. I look at that a little bit, but if they play this right with a little bit of volatility, they can make 67 going one way and 57 the other.
Yeah.
Right. All you have to do is range between 3,700 and 3,900 and you're there.
Sure. But do keep in mind too that Ethereum also has utility. Like Ethereum is one of the coins that legitimately has utility because you have to use Ethereum on the network. So when JP Morgan builds their coin on Ethereum, they have to hold Ethereum in order to pay for the transactions or in order to even mint the coins. So Ethereum, yeah. So speculation could come in and do it, right? And that can throw it all over the place. But when the utility comes in, that you're going to continue to see this over and over and over again because that's the unpredictability part of it.
So what is a transaction with ETH cost, a gas fee?
Oh, I don't even know now. A couple bucks maybe?
Okay. And here's my thing. The one for XRP costs less than a penny. So I think it wins over time. But
nobody's excited about XRP, Jim. You see the numbers.
What's that?
Nobody's excited about SRP. It's even. It's like in the middle ground. No, it's
very, well, again, it's not as sexy. It's just, I think over time, the one that wins, that over time, a longer horizon. So as I look, we're focused on ETH here. The spread over 1 month for the exchanges, which none of it's illegal. It's all retail, not all retail, but people are betting with call options. They wash this thing out. They take it as high as 3,900 and as low as, we'll call it 2,600. And they make $374 million. What are you going to do, Deanna?
We're going to start an exchange. What are we talking about? We are obviously doing the wrong thing.
$75 million with a coin. I mean, look at that. 180 plus 320. That's right? $500,000.
Yeah. Yeah. And don't forget too, the other part of this whole madness is the market makers. Right.
Wintermute is a big contributor to that. I mean, they are part and parcel.
Yeah.
So you got a $500 million swing on 1 month out options. Do you think in 1 month that Bitcoin's going to go today at this moment, it's at 116,000. Do you think it's going to go as high as 120,000? Probably. Do you think it's going to go as low as 111,000? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, those are fair ranges.
Yeah. And if played right, the exchanges make $500,000, not including fees. Oh my gosh.
We did the wrong
I
business.
read the Clarity Act. The whole opportunity isn't that. It's the exchanges.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's opportunity everywhere. So you guys, what are you doing? Get in the game.
Yeah. Where's yours?
One way or
How do you
another.
get
What are you
yours?
doing? Yeah.
Where's your
Well,
Easter egg? I've got my
First, what you should
Easter
do
egg.
is subscribe, like, share this episode because you know it was awesome, and get in the game.
Enjoy the alpha. Enjoy the Easter eggs. We're doing all we can to help the space grow faster. None of this is intended to scare anyone.
Nope.
If you buy and hold the dips, you're going to do well over time. I'm confident and capable of saying that. Would you agree with that, Deanna?
For the most part, yes.
Go ahead. Hit the caveat. Go. I could tell you got something to say there.
No. Just so many situations that could happen in that statement, but yes.
Yeah. If you buy tops and it craters, you might hold on to it for 4 years before it gets back up. And that's really kind of a hard thing to do. Nobody likes to do that.
No.
Have you ever done that?
With tops?
Yeah. Have you ever bought a top and held on to it for 4 years?
Like a card?
No,
like a baseball
like
card?
a coin. Have you ever bought Bitcoin, say when it was at 20,000 and then it went back down to 3,000? Did you keep it for 4 more years so it went back up to 65?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm up. I don't hardly take losses. So if I don't take losses on Bitcoin, if I take losses, it's with the gambles of the smaller coins that I play with.
Gotcha.
But at the end of the day with Bitcoin, if you're slower than you bought it, hold it. It's that one's a pretty confident one.
Yeah. They're not going to let Bitcoin go away. They may let it go down a little bit.
Yeah, no,
but
it's too much money.
Become the ethos of a community that we estimated had 30 million voters during the last election. And based on my most recent information, has over 50 million monthly active buyers in crypto.
At least.
This thing's not going back in the bottle. Yeah. And thank goodness they're starting to pass legislation like the Genius Act and like the Clarity Act today. We hope you found a lot of alpha in this episode. Deanna, thanks again. Another great, if not longer, episode of All Time High.
Bye, you guys.
See you next time. Bye.
You on my mind a lot. Don't need no time watch. I don't know how I got you in my